RecBoys.
Turn that shit up, it's Big Face Beat.
Yeah, we in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. You know what we doing, supporting indie artists. DJ Shy, Mr. Catch Right, got the cup of Henny charging. Out the margin with the topic of discussion. Money talk, we hear the fussing, and they keep the special guests coming. Shy got the mute button, Chris got the drop. In the studio, they get it out the pot. They play the videos, let them know how to knock. #1 podcast, 2 kings, they claim the top spot. Take it to the next stop, get your merch at the rec shop. Swerving all lanes, got no time for the rest stop. No vest needed, intellectual bullets, get your head shot. From Spanish braids to dreadlocks, we here for the people. Did it from vinyls with needles, can't play hard if you Kegels. Looking for my ring like I'm Schmeagle, here for the bread like a seagull. Warring for the flow, it's illegal. Everything out the vein, let it bleed through. Checking when you coming, cause we see you. We in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio.
RecBoys. Tap in with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
RecBoys.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys, Shy.
Mr. Catch Rec.
We are the RecBoys, and this is in the studio with the RecBoys. Happy hump day to my peoples out there. What's shaking, homie? How you feeling?
Oh man, you already know, bro. Blessed. You know what I mean? Glad to be back. Last week was a dope. It was dope. It was a dope show to have Bunky on, and then you go on the day after on her show. That shit was dope.
Super dope. I had such a good time with Bunky. We got to get Bunky got to pull up. Bunky, you got to pull up. You already know. We got to get things rolling. We got to get the ball rolling. Shout out to and we're on Samantha's tomorrow.
Yeah, we're on Samantha's tomorrow. Let's Get Activated podcast, 7 p.m. You can definitely see the link on the page too. We're gonna share it on the page, but definitely go like the page. Let's Get Activated podcast.
Look,
they go
right there. Look, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Make sure you guys tap in. We in the building. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna do that type of thing. But what's shaking, homie? How's your week going so far?
Oh man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. It's been rough. You know what I mean? A lot of shit going on personal. You know what I'm saying? But we keep pushing. But it is what it is. We here tonight, catch a wreck. I mean, I'm keeping a buck with you. I'm excited about this one because we had Phantom on probably like 4 or 5 times between interviews and events that he'd been a part of on the show. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is I didn't want to hit Phantom to ask him to reach out to Kool Kim. You know what I mean? I wanted to do it on my own. I ain't that type of person to where if I know somebody, like I try to use people I know to reach them. You know what I mean? I try to go and make my own path. And it took, no lie, probably 4 years to make tonight happen. From the first time we had Phantom on. That was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, from the first time, yeah. Yo, we've done so much with Phantom since then, though, which is crazy. But nah, you're right.
So it's kind of dope, you know what I mean, to see that's actually coming to fruition now. You know what I mean? I guess the timing wasn't right, you know what I mean? Because everything works on time, and I'm a firm believer on that. You know what I mean? When the time is right and everything is right, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So we're never gonna play no games tonight, man. We got one of the founding members of UMCs, one of the first hip hop groups out of Staten Island. That's crazy. Kool Kim.
Hold on, his mic is muted. You got your mic muted, homie?
Now my mic is unmuted.
Nice.
It was unmuted. I'm going to tell you why it was muted. I need y'all brothers to know this is a serious matter. I know I came on to be on y'all show, and I know that I'm supposed to hear and rock out. But you know, here's the thing. You know, I had to get on my Instagram fam as well. I'm on there live with them. And I'm like, yo, this is what's going on. We doing the joint with the RecBoys. I'm telling them to come check y'all out on YouTube live right now in the studio with the RecBoys. And I'm telling all my Instagram people to go to Facebook as well. We live on in the studio with the RecBoys right now. So stop playing with me. All right. I want my people to show up, let them know Kool Kim ain't by himself. That's all I got to say, y'all. I got to go do this. This is what it is. All right, brothers, we ready now. I just got off. They know what's
nice.
Appreciate you.
All this is. We about to come through here heavy and get in it with the RecBoys. I'm going to tell you why I did that publicly before I was ready to jump on here, even though I was already ready. So the reason that I did it is because I'm listening to the intro to the show, all right? And I'm saying to myself, yo, brothers is building on my exact mission statement. Yo, we trying to support. I'm listening to the rhyme that's coming in as I'm getting my stuff together. The rhyme sound like, yo, we support the independent artists and limited artists and you know, you going in and doing this 1 2 1 2. But this is important to me. I'm an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? And so first and foremost, let me state this. I like to apologize to both of y'all gentlemen. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I should have been behind this before this. I'm on here now behind it. Because it's in my stratosphere and I'm aware, but I should have been on this earlier because this is a big problem in our culture. I'm not going to waste too much time building on this, but I'm just going to say I think it's a big problem in our culture that we don't get on to somebody until they on. We're not supporting the thing till it's popping. Then we beating up the person inbox like, yo, son, let me get on. Like, yo, son, what happened when we was in the trenches? Trying to get this shit off the ground, and I couldn't get a word in the edgewise with none of y'all cats. Now we got the hottest podcast in the game. Now the world won't be the path to our doorstep and want to assign us and align us to they slogans and they causes. But what happened when the RecBoys was our cause? You feel me? That's a legitimate point of view, not only for you guys to have. It's a legitimate point of view for me to have as an artist. It's a legitimate point of view for a load of people that's going to watch this joint to have. So I just want to say to y'all again, you know, as a brother that engages in this plight, I apologize for not being hip earlier, but you're going to have a great friend in Kool Kim going forward. Like, I'm going to really get behind this because just hearing that opening theme song and hearing that, yo, this is these brothers' mission statement made me say, yo, I should have been aligned. Brothers, dope people got to do dope shit with dope people and stop watching dope people trying to be dope by their fucking self. And I'm watching you do it, and I'm just sitting there like, yo, it's good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that, that's why I want to say that, because it ain't just for y'all. It's for me. It's for every other artist that's really doing their best to answer this unspoken request that we feel like people asking, which is, where's the real hip hop? Where's the real this? Where's the real that? And then you say to yourself, yo, we're going to come with this dope thing that's going to celebrate that. But then you get in there and then you discover that everybody been lying to you because they didn't really care about that. Yes. Yeah. And then you done invested all your effort, energy, emotions, time, and all of that into building this thing that you feel like reflects what you heard people saying, but they never respond to it. And you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on here, yo? Well, I'm an asshole or something? I know you just said that you wanted this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I smooth went to the store and bought it. I just brought it back home and you acting like you don't want none now. That's
you speaking facts, because the whole thing of the show was just for independent artists, right? We never thought about bringing on guys who made it mainstream and then went independent. We never thought about bringing on mainstream guys, but running through the circuit, because we got an entertainment company, right? We got artists, so all this came behind that. It was like, yo, they got no place to take their music videos to. 106 and Park stop. There's no way these guys are doing music videos, putting it on YouTube, not getting too much traction, you know what I mean? Because they really spending their money to record and do other things, so they're not marketing and promoting it right. They don't have the knowledge, you know what I mean? So we started this for that. It was basically just to pass out knowledge. Yo, listen. We cool with I Standard. We can get you with I Standard. We cool with Jimmy Kendricks. I'll get you with him. I can get you with a producer. Like all these people that we knew. Then we said, let's just do this show. Kind of turn it into 106 and Park meets Facebook Live, where they could send their videos, talk to guys like you, Phantom, Jimmy Kendricks, Arsonist. Like, then I started reaching out to them because I noticed the independent artists was like hesitant. Like, yo, hold on, these guys is like us, but they want us on their show. So then I'm like, right, let me reach out to some people. I start reaching out to people and I start bringing them on, and they still hesitant. You know what I mean? And me, I'm looking at it just how you said. People don't want to do stuff together like that. My
Right.
shit is powers in numbers.
Yeah. But hold up before we even get into the powers of the numbers, because there's an issue with that we're gonna touch. And if y'all don't mind, y'all can ask me what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. I'm not one of them like, "Oh, nah, so I don't talk about that guy. Like, I'll talk about whatever. But I hope that we can spend a little bit of time of building on this part of the discussion, because I think that the community do need action items. Like, yeah, I'm Kool from the UMC's first rap group out of Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? I became NY Oil at some point after UMC's had to beat up the president of Wild Pitch Records because they was jerking us out of our publishing. So we did what the fuck we had to do, and as a result, we got blackballed. So the reason that UMC's second album didn't blow wasn't because the songs was whack. It was because we got blackballed, dummy. So that's what we're really on. That's the history, bang, bang, bang. But the present is what's happening right now, because I'm still making music. UMC still make music. The RecBoys are still creating content. So it's really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can find out the history and all of the trivia any day. Go on my Instagram page. The trivia is anywhere. You can talk to me anytime. But this sort of discussion is paramount, because this is the opportunity to meet of ideas. And why I'm saying that is because the move that y'all are making is so slick that it's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that for a minute. The brilliance of it is, like, all right, so here's what I'm watching. I've been fanning on strange, what's it called? Strange Music.
Okay.
Tech Nine's label that he got with the dude that was a furniture salesman back in the day. So I watched their videos, like, to do the knowledge of how they approach an indie, because they damn near major indie the way they at the point that they're at now. You understand? But one of the slick things that I thought that they did that I thought was brilliant, and I see y'all modeling it, whether it's intentional or not, and you can tell me, is they built media outlets on different social media. YouTube, they got, I forget, like hip hop, something like Hip Hop Music Weekly or something like that. They got that but it's a platform that they could promote their artists and their company, right? Because the name recognition, brand recognition, all that type of thing. But it also becomes this hub by which they can create the relationships. They can kind of develop the synergy between different groups and organizations, because you have this outlet that people can access that's valuable, that puts you in the game. You understand? So it's the concept of, it's like punch, jab, punch. So you set the jab, pop, pop, then you come with the right cross, saying overhand right or whatever. If you double jab, is set it up. You know what I'm saying? The double jab, or it's called give, ask. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give you this dope show that you can learn all about the independent lifestyle and what it takes, and listen to talk to artists that you might not have been able to have a conversation with candidly. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give you this important, this opportunity to be entertained, and to bring you to the central hub that now y'all not spread out all over the place where the artists can't reach y'all. Now they can reach you because 150,000 people watching the show every time we post. So it is what it is. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you trying to find, watch this show. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the double give. The ask is, well, now that I got your attention, did I mention we got this new artist named Jack V. Nimble? He's coming out tomorrow. So check him out. Right. And guess what, fellas? As you should. That's brilliant. Like I'm all in. Like, if Jack B. Nimble is your artist and you done did all of this to be able to throw in a plug, let's plug him in, because let's get the collab going. Let's get it, because that's look. When the job is done right, with the proper intention, and the proper intention is an honest intention. Now, I'm not saying that anything that y'all doing is dishonest. You're very transparent in this short time. That's why I'm peeping it. Like, I'm like, oh, hold on. I know what these guys are doing, right? I'm excited about it. Why am I excited about it as opposed to being challenged by it? You know what I'm saying? I'm excited by it because you're doing it right. This is what got to get done.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we need this, King. And I'll be one of these dudes that I'm so about this. Like, and I'm not saying it facetiously. I'm so about it that I can't help but express what I'm expressing to y'all right now, because when you're doing this kind of work, it generally ends up being thankless. It ends up being a bunch of people fronting on you, even though you got these wonderful intentions. With most of us doing business, We're not doing business with a bunch of angel investors and all these people that dig what we doing and want to support it, and grandpa's money and Uncle Bob's money and all Helder's money. We're not doing it from there. We doing it from, I got this idea, and we super resourceful. The times have now caught up with us enough that I could buy me a little cell phone or a little webcam, give me a little oink joint mic, you heard, and I could sound like a podcaster, a radio personality, so I can make my move. But I ain't got the money to facilitate servers that I might need to be able to store my program. So I got to use YouTube. You understand? So I don't got the same control at the next. Like, yo, or if something go wrong, I don't got the money to fix that. I might have to just take an L. You understand? This thing might have to be on hiatus for a minute. Yo, people don't be knowing that that's what's going on. So just allow me for this last moment to say, yo, I appreciate y'all, brothers. I appreciate the work you do. And going forward, yo, feel very free to contact a brother like me, because I'm fucking super talented and I'm about helping people that's doing real work.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm not gonna waste no. Listen, I'm not gonna waste no time.
Let's go.
Yo, check it out, right? We got this thing called the end of the year wrap up, right?
Nice.
And we got, yo, listen, last year, bottom line came in.
End of the year, all rec. So everything is rec here. And rec means reaching everything conceivable. So the whole thing started with Catch and Rec Entertainment, which is basically set out to be the best at anything you do, and you catch and rec, and you reaching everything conceivable. I don't mean to cut your shop, okay? Just so you get the whole notion.
I'm science. I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah. No, but listen. All right, so check this out, right? We got 2 of your joints we gonna play. I have no doubt that, because, yo, listen, I was fanned out today, and which is crazy. No, I don't like, no. Real talk. I usually wait until the show starts to get to know the guest, to get refreshed. Yeah. So today, I do the videos and whatever. So I'm going through the videos and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play this one and I'm gonna play this one. I don't listen to the videos. I go by what I see first. Yeah. And then if it's eye catching, then I say, you know what? We put it in only for the shock value of it.
Yeah, I'm sciencing you right now. Like, all right, make sure I get my next just be eye catching. Make sure.
no. I'm just saying, yo, listen. So right, so check it. So I got the videos. I picked the ones that I was gonna play, and then I own a barbershop. Damn, that shit feel good as a motherfucker saying. That might have been the first time I said it on the show. Like usually it was I work at a barbershop, but I just opened my barbershop a month ago. So me saying like
we're gonna get into a build on that too, because there's a whole lot to unpack there. So
absolutely. All right, so I got the homies in here, and I'm like, yo, this is who I got on the show tonight. So I just hit your YouTube page and just let it play. Mm-hmm. So at first they arguing about some stupid whatever they argue about in the barbershop. It's early, that type of shit. Yeah. So and then freaking the homie comes back in and he was like, yo, who's this? And I don't want to get into what joint it was, but I'm like, nah, I just told you this is the homie who I got on the show tonight. So, focus up and tap in. And it was dope because, like I said, the videos that I picked, I got them from just the visual. From the visual, I wanted to hear what you were saying.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So
because all of that, like again, so here's an artist tip. All of that is a part of the hustle. So, I'm a 52-year-old MC. So in theory, technologically, I should be outmoded. I shouldn't be at the cusp of what's going on. But I want to remind my peer group, brothers that's from my my age range in the game, that we are still the generation that brought this world from analog to digital. We was the ones that had the black and white fat butt TVs with the damn VHF and UHF channels and them channels and shit. And all them joints be all fuzzy and stuff. And the rabbit ears is standing there. You got to be an antenna for your mother while she watches stories. Like we came from that. And then,
I remember that.
Yeah, and then turn around. And then you got your first ColecoVision, or you got your first Atari 2600s, or your Intellivision. Like, you was playing Pong, and then you was playing Adventure, and then you was playing Zelda, and then you was playing Donkey Kong, and then, you know what I'm saying? And now you playing Minecraft and World of War, this shit that you look like you can't tell. You can see them ass cracking the damn video. It'd be so clear. You like, golly, I could have never imagined from that little box That's who we are. So we got to
Yeah.
remember to remain innovative. And I say all that to say that part of what I do right now is to do the research about what draws people to check what you're doing, as well as that thumbnail image that when somebody see the thumbnail, it's appealing. So just hearing you say that right now, and that's something I've been thinking about even on Instagram, which where I put most of my recent music. Um, yo, that's something that I gotta work on. So like even hearing you say it, like saying, yo, this is what made you pick whatever videos you're gonna play. Cause now I'm under pressure, like, damn, I hope he picks some of the good ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, listen. No, no,
just 'cause you
listen.
look at it, cause
My thing is,
most of
I
my
hope.
pictures be like this.
No,
I'm like, yo, I don't know which
listen.
one was appealing,
Listen.
which one was good.
I hope so too, because yo, like real talk, you in these streets.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you still rap. This nigga, the homie said, I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but the homie said he's 52. Now, yo, listen. There's not a lot of 52-year-olds that I know, that I personally know, and I know a lot of 52-year-olds.
Right.
I know a lot of niggas that rap. They not in the streets like this. Like, yo, listen, 30 years. When did we reach? When did Fruits of Nature reach 30 years?
2 years ago.
Okay, so now
1990,
listen. Now
91.
listen.
Yeah. Yep.
30 years? Yo, 30 years, they're celebrating 32 now. 32, they're celebrating your first album. Like let that sink in. 32 years ago. And you rap. Like, I don't care. Yo, listen, everybody that's tuned in, listen, go to @CoolChem_NY Oil. Listen, YouTube, listen. If you don't believe me, Google it.
Wait,
I
that
was
that was one of the beefs. That was one of the beefs with the label, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because they wanted y'all to do a whole different type of image than good.
No, King, that wasn't it. What it was so you know the way you get your money is mechanical royalties, right? And publishing and your direct sales. And Wild Pitch wasn't paying us for any of it. And in those days, you could go get you a little publishing deal, get you a few $100,000, like $250,000, $300,000 if you had number one or something like that. These mugs was making it so we couldn't even get that going. Like we could have been able to maintain. You know, I know that a lot of rappers, man, we be rhyming about all the money we got. But you know, UMC's never did that. And that was intentional. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to flaunt wealth that I didn't have. You understand? I came from a good home. My mother worked real hard. 2 sons. You understand? And worked 3 jobs, yo. One of which was the detective in the New York Police Department, yo. And another was she was in the military, staff sergeant. You see what I'm saying? So I be by myself a lot of times growing up. You understand what I'm saying? Because my mother had to go and do what she had to do to make sure that. But I say it like this: crack fiends, dope fiends, murder scenes. In fact, my mother knew the assignment. We didn't grow up like that. My brother knew what was required. We ain't show up like that. In fact, what I gather, y'all whole childhood was whack. We was building go-karts in the back, a bunch of nappy head motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Lips is chapped and all of that. But what I'm saying, you know, that's how I grew up good. And so we make positive leaning music. But we understood that it was you know, but we ain't flaunt wealth because it wasn't like that. So, you know, we never got paid for music. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, it's a funny thing about things, and I'm not gonna say too much on this because I don't want to like vibe on negative shit or not because I'm not unwilling to talk about it. You'll understand when I say what I'm about to say. But you know how you know somebody that's a nice guy? You understand? You know, he's a kind guy. You understand? So people confuse him from being kind and being, well, what people are now calling a nice guy, but it's, you know, like just not really nice. You're just looking for something. I think he's a nice guy. He's a kind guy. Meaning he doesn't actually have to be kind. Like Me and Freddie Fox, we just got finished doing a song together. Shit is crazy. Okay? Shit is crazy. I love Freddie Fox. I have a lot of respect for him as a man. It's not because he's supposed to be a tough guy. It's quite the contrary. It's because every time I ran into him, he treat me kindly. Like
Nice.
he not no, you don't be like, yo, what up, man? Like I've never seen that. Like it's almost bizarre to watch him on TV because when I speak to him, it's, hey brother, how you doing, man? You all right? Like he's caring. Like this shit is almost like,
Nice.
it's almost uncomfortable because you're like you're on some old, yo, Freddie Fox, let me get on my, you know, what up, Fox? What's up, God? How you? You know, you trying to be there, and that brother like, hey man, how you feeling? But you all right? Good. Yo, I was watching the thing, man. I love that thing he was talking about. This is me and him on the phone. I'm like, wow, every time with this guy. To me, that's strength. So I respect that. There's this reason I'm getting back to the wild pitch thing right now. I met Mike Tyson. Here we go. Watch. Check this out. All this is lines up. You're going to understand where I'm coming from in a minute. When I was younger, I met Mike Tyson at the Apollo. I was dancing for this brother named King A from this rap group called the Kings of Pressure. You heard? Shout to the other brother that's down with them. He just got home a couple years back. So I pray for him. He's a dope MC. I hope that he have an opportunity to let the world hear him speak again. But that notwithstanding, me and Haas, we were dancers. As we were trying to get on, we would try to dance. You know, whatever we could do to get on in them days.
He
right?
ain't never mentioned that. Wait till I speak to him next time. He ain't
Yeah,
never,
yeah.
Me and him speak. We speak frequently.
Because he wasn't
because
because I was actually the dancer. He was just about
okay,
dance.
okay.
Like he could, I could teach him the step. That's why he
Got you.
But now
I just spoke to him the other day. I'm like,
Did
yo,
you?
we got Kool Kim coming on. He's like, about time. He's like, why you ain't never asked me? And I'm like, I just wanted to, when the time was right, I knew it was going to happen.
That's right. All right, indeed, you know. So me and Haas used to dance for people. Used to choreograph for Queen Latifah. You know what I'm saying? That song, remember she had that house song, Come Into My House? Give me body. If you watch the video, we all in that video. You understand what I'm saying?
Nice.
I used to danced for Miss Melody in her video live on stage. You will see me on there dancing and shit.
Okay.
So you know, I used to win dance contests, all of that. I almost was in Beat Street. I almost had the part of Lee. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yo, listen.
Yeah. That's crazy, right?
There's a lot of hold on. There was
Go
a few
ahead.
people who said they almost had the part of Lee.
I believe him. I believe him.
Who was the
Okay,
last one
okay.
we just had on here?
I believe it.
Somebody was just
I'm
somebody
gonna
just
tell you
said
why I
that.
believe it. I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
why I
go
believe
ahead.
it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you why I believe it. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm qualifying saying that I almost got the part for Lee. Because now I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you how old are y'all brothers? How old y'all?
In our 40s. We're in 40s.
Under so y'all might not remember this that clear. But back in the day, yeah, y'all ain't gonna remember this. But to get on B Street, one of the things had this thing was called the Big Breakdance Contest. It was at the Roxy Roller Rink. First time I ever went there. Me and my older brother, you know what I'm saying, we drove up. I'm from Staten Island. I'm coming from the island called Staten. It's 27 miles from Manhattan. It's 5 by boat, 1 by rapping. So you see, I'd take a boat to get across that bad boy, then go all the way up to the BX to go to, up to the BX to go to the Roxy Roast, because is the Bronx or is it Uptown? Wherever it is, I went up there and I was a kid. And that was like the only time, even when I rapped, I never had been back to the Roxy. So, make a long story short, me and my brother had a routine. Yo, I got on the news and everything. They were showing the routine on the news, Channel 7, all that. You understand what I'm saying? I was fast tracking. I got called back for the next joint. I was a child actor. That's another thing that y'all may not know. I used to be a child actor as a kid. Yeah, yeah, so this was a world that I lived in. You understand what I'm saying? In terms of going to auditions and stuff like that. So I was a callback kid. But in the contest, I don't want to put my brother on blast, but in the contest, my brother froze up. You heard? He froze up a little bit.
Really?
And he walked off the stage. Now my brother's 8 years older than me. So I might have been 12.
No.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And my brother was like 18, 19, 20 years old. And he just walked off the stage like, yo, fuck this. Like, you know, he got mad because he kept messing up. Yeah. And I was just on there by myself. So I just like, yo, I'm going to just go for mine. And I did my thing. I got love. You know what I'm saying? I got love. Yeah, I got love. But so that's why I say that I was almost cast as Lee from B Street. Yes,
so you know who it was? It was Kool Rock. It was Kool Rock.
Kool Rock. That's what I wanted to ask him. Do you remember? Do you remember the Fat Boys?
We had him on the show a few weeks, probably like a month ago.
Nah, did you? I like Kool Rock Ski, man. He cool dude, yo.
No. He didn't say no.
He didn't say he almost had the part.
He almost got
said
casted
somebody else.
He said, yeah, and what he said was, unless you were from the Bronx, you wasn't getting in the movie. Yeah, no. He put it on blast. He was like, yo, real talk. He was like, yo, because we came from Brooklyn, and they really was on some, like, we're going to tell the story of hip-hop the Bronx way.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, that's a funny thing. I should get in trouble on here, right?
Yeah.
Like thinking about it.
No, I'm just saying, good for them, because the Bronx does need something in hip hop, because if it came from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, and it's not the Bronx fault that most of the Bronx rappers are the weakest rappers in the 5 boroughs. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important that
history-wise, that's what we do it. Damn.
I couldn't even say.
Listen, wait, hold up.
You ain't see it. I just slid it in nice. Yeah. No, but hold up though. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Let me ask everybody watching. I'll see y'all in the comment section. So let's vibe out. Let's have a conversation, right? I feel like the Bronx is the most overrated borough. Come on, think about it for a minute. Because it's a hard thing to say when you say Bronx and you say first thing out your mouth is what? KRS-One. You understand what I'm saying? That popped in my head, yeah. So from there, that becomes the Mount Vesuvius of the discussion, and you're saying to yourself, well, who's topping boy? Which mad people do. Respect to Chris. You know what I'm saying? Respect to Chris.
Respectfully, yeah, no.
Respectfully.
You're right.
But when we talking rap thing, and Chris has heard it out of my mouth to his face. When we talk this rap shit, rapping is not. It's not boxing. It's not gunplay. It's not killing. It's these words. You understand what I'm saying? Like that. So if we talking these words, all that tough guy shit, whoever it is out the window. We talking about these words. Get the image out your. You got to step away from the image and the dick riding. And stay solid, you know what I'm saying? I'm in this culture, and I'm an actual connoisseur of this music. And so even though I may lean towards a certain artist because I respect them and I admire them and I came up on them and shit, some of my style is modeled behind the shit that I remember them doing. I'm not going to act like that last album wasn't some trash. I'm not saying it specifically, but I'm saying, but I think that last album was some trash. Or I'm not going to act like that boy rap style hasn't evolved enough to keep up with what's what. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not going to act like boy. Or I'm not going to act like boy could fuck with me.
You know what's funny is?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to act like
saying that. As you saying that, I'm looking at Bronx rappers, right? To like refresh my mind who's in the Bronx, right? And they saying obviously Big Pun, they saying Cannabis, which I never knew Cannabis was from the Bronx. That's crazy. Grandmaster Cash, Kool Herc, like African Bambaataa. I didn't know he was from the Bronx either. I thought he was from Brooklyn. Real? See,
listen, we're gonna have a dope ass conversation from here because I get it. And it makes sense. Logically,
and I'm saying, and then when you start, because this is what I do. I'm gonna tell you now. All y'all in the comments. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Yo, if you can't quote no 16s, it's fired. You know what I'm saying? If you can't name like, yo, this son came in, son, I'm that guy. I'm like, hold up, let me hear a hot 16 from them. You say who? Let me hear a hot 16. You're gonna be like, yo, Scooby Doo, doopy doo. This guy, that shit whack. It ain't gonna hold like you thought it was. It never, I always shut down them arguments. I'll be like, let me hear a hot 16 from him then. Yo, all right, yo, he said this line, Scooby Doo, boo, 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 boo.
I'm glad.
Then I'll be like, yo, here's MC so-and-so that you don't even barely know this dude that you thought he was whack. Let me let you hear this 16. Then I'll give you that 16. And you'll be like, oh, shit, he said that? I'll be like, yeah, he said that. He said that on the project that you think was whack. You know why you thought it was whack? Because it didn't get marketed to you appropriately. But boy, that you think is how it got marketed to you in a certain way. So you respect that person a certain way. So you got an ear for this nigga whenever he rhyming. So you hear all that whack shit that he's saying, but it make it sound in your mind, that shit sound hard as fuck because you hear this dude. Where the other guy, he got to present it to you in such a way that you don't hear him. So you're not really tapping into the fact that this dude is really bodying your mans. But the image associated with your mans is such that you can align with it. The image associated with other boy may not tap in, so you're not even willing to accept that this nigga body your main man's. You know what I'm saying? But I could run off, you can name your top 10, right? Which is going to be the same names that everybody else have, right? Why is that? Why is that? How could that possibly be? Cats is mad learning in hip hop. You're gonna say the same 5, 6, 7 names in your top 10 that everybody else gonna say. That's crazy. Because if you really know hip hop and you really know MCs, you're not even gonna say them names because you don't heard niggas that rhyme so good that you don't even want to talk about the names, the popular names, because you know they some trash compared to these motherfuckers that you really heard that may never get a shot. Like
yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. No, because I mean, there's dope MCs that don't get like their credit. There's a lot of nice MCs like Redman. You never hear Redman in nobody's top 5. Like
no,
Redman
that's
no.
Redman has historically been recognized.
I mean,
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like we gotta wait. Let's hold on. Let's be fair now, because we had these discussions. We gotta have we gotta get the debate rules right. All right.
Okay,
because
go
this
ahead.
way it can get confusing.
Okay, let's
you can't confuse current popularity relevance, right, with whether somebody's recognized as being the shit of the whole shit. Redman will always be recognized as being one of the greatest MCs in hip hop. The only reason why Redman doesn't get probably more of his solo accolades when you hear people talking about lists is because in his last incarnation, we know him as Red and Meth. And so people tend to, in those situations, not include group members. You understand what I'm saying? When they talking about the hottest. So that's why Meth and Red would never appear on most people's lists because of that simple issue. It's not so much that people aren't acknowledging Redman as a lyricist, because he's always, in fact, on one of his latest posts, there was this huge debate on whether they like, yo, I like blunt smoking Meth. I mean, they say I like blunt Red. I don't like conscious Redman. Like they don't like healthy eating Redman because they say he not as dope as the one that was just tissue in his nose Redman. Mm-hmm. But he's always recognized as a dope MC. You're never gonna get that through somebody say Redman not dope, and people gonna be like, oh, you're right, he sucked.
No. What I'm saying is no. When his name is mentioned, he gets the accolades, but his name ain't just off the top. Yo, bing, bing, bing. Think about the history of rap. But that's a whole nother. I'm gonna have to break you off for a whole nother.
Yeah, you know.
So what's dope is one of our people that we actually broadcasting right now live on their page, Finally TV. They're doing a top 50 list. So we were just talking to Big V from Nappy Roots a couple weeks ago. He was live on here too, and we were talking about that. And he was like, "Yo, I want to talk about the top 50," and I'm like, "You know what? Let's let them finish their list, and then we'll break down their list here on the show. If you want parts, I think that'd be dope. Bringing somebody from the South End or some New York dudes, because I'm from Brooklyn, you from Staten Island, which is damn near fucking Brooklyn. Anyway, that's like parent, you know what I'm saying? And then shots from New York, upstate New York. So I think it'd be kind of dope.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you. Let me just sneak this in here. I am absolutely against the lists.
See,
I heard you say that before. Right. Now I heard you say that before.
No. Listen, this is what I'm talking about, and I'm glad that we're talking about it because on what we talking about podcast, you can catch them Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Facebook and YouTube. So
y'all gotta have me on there, right? I want to come on that one too.
Yo, listen,
I'll link you with them. That's how people.
Yo, listen. So check it out, right? On their list, I was working, so I got them on, but I'm working. Mm-hmm. So I look on their list, and they, they're ranking their top tiers. I know people might get upset. I'm not trying to start no shit. But they had Missy Elliott on the top tier hip hop list. I had to turn away. No, I love Missy. Missy's dope.
King. Missy is the dopest whack MC in the world, yo. And that's a high compliment I'm giving.
Yo, listen.
It's a high compliment I'm giving y'all. She's the dopest. She's an amazing writer.
Go ahead, talk to him. Hold on, because
Right.
I thought I was. Yeah, go ahead, talk to him. Talk to him for me, please.
Amazing writer.
Hold on, I gotta take a
And-
shot before I hear you say
None
this.
yet.
Go
Take
ahead.
a shot
Come on,
because
come
he's
on.
going.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got Kool Kim from the UMCs.
sir.
Somebody who just celebrated a 32 years from his first album release, and he'll smoke any nigga that's watching. No, listen.
Nah,
no.
let him get his shit
Yeah,
off.
go
'cause
ahead.
I
Get
got one
into it.
question before we get into on the rec that he was
Yeah.
talking about as far as healthcare and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
I'm glad.
I think it's
Yeah.
important that the artists know that because I didn't even know that. So okay, say
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you said
definitely.
about-
So I'm gonna make this bill brief so we can get into that. 'Cause I think that's very important, and I want to build on that. I forgot what I was talking about, so we might as well.
Oh, no,
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
No,
Missy Elliott.
Let's get
Missy
into
Elliott
it. Yeah.
is all right. So check this out. So let me sound y'all in a different way. Let me not call her the dopest whack MC because she's not whack at all. She's dope. She's dope. She's an amazing writer. She's an amazing singer. She's an amazing vocal arranger / vocal producer. One of the best in the times we live in. Full stop. Bottom line. All right. We could discuss that and acknowledge that and that not be mutually exclusive to the fact that as an MC, what Missy Elliott did and how it worked for her, and you'll see it on certain artists, was brilliant. She came in on the first song that we know her as an artist was a cameo on the Total song, The Things You Do Makes Me. And that's when she was like, ding, hit me on the cell phone, all that, dee-ha, dee-ha. If you listen to her lyrics, she says absolutely nothing. Nothing. It's all ear candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I seen you at the store, and I was like, it's like them ain't rhymes, yo.
Facts, though. Nah, it's facts. It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? These aren't rhymes. These are just it's ear candy. And so I can't acknowledge her as a dope MC or a dope rap lyricist. You understand what I'm saying? But what she did is she came into the game, and this is why I got mad love for her. She came in the game doing some kind of off-kilter shit, and it opened the door for her to be free. And then she could do whatever she wanted. And that's why Missy Elliott is one of the greatest because she managed to come in and was free to be creative and special and unique. And so she was able to entertain us at a top 3 level. She is, when you talk about an entertainer, a hip-hop entertainer, she got to be in the top 5 easy. Her, MC Hammer, you understand, like Busta Rhymes, like you gotta put motherfuckers that, motherfucker get on stage and work. UMCs, you would have to get on stage. Like, you know how many people we influence in terms of they perform? Everybody you seen perform from 91 on to like that 4-year time period, they were doing the UMCs from what they seen when we rocked the show with them. And I'm not saying that foul. I'm saying we would get on the stage and have such a great time. That cast, I remember one time we did a show in Canada, us, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Foo Schnickens, Cypress Hills, Chubb Rock. On that particular show in Canada, Cypress Hills and Chubb Rock fall out. That's where they beef had come in and started there.
Got you.
When UMC's, I think Foo Schnickens came on first. I want to say Pete Rock and them came on. No, Pete Rock, Foo Schnickens, UMC's was third, Cypress, and then Chubb. And we came on there, we wild out so hard because we're partiers. Like we danced and we went to house music heavy. Like so we party. Like so even on stage, we like, son, I'm gonna have a good time, King. Like I'm not just performing for y'all. I'm here at the party. You know what I'm saying? Like having a good time. Right. So we would be having water bottles and big gallons of water, throwing it at the crowd, and they be throwing shit at us. I mean, it would be bedlam. The whole stage be wet. Foo Schnickers come running out, Chip come running out, and then Pete Rock, CL Smooth come out. Pete Rock slipped through the waterfall and bust his ass. We having so much fun. It's like a thing, but that's the thing that a lot of times impacts people. Like, we had such a good time. So then you would see, even if you look at Cypress Hills, if you look at Killer Man, and then you look at the Funky Phil one and stuff, you'll notice that the way they move.
It's different. The vibe is different.
Yeah, you can see them starting to hit that East Coast stomp a little more aggressive, and they doing all this shit. All that was people doing that from UMCs. You understand what I'm saying?
You're
And
right.
so, but you know, when you're having fun with people and you vibing and love is love, you know, that's influential. So I'm not saying it like people bid us. I'm saying like the vibes. And so when we go back to Missy Elliott, the vibes make her a top 10 entertainer. But she can't be on no top 50 lists talking about no rappers. I bet you in that top 50 list, I guarantee you, you know who won't be on that list? Super Lover C and Casanova Rudd. And all MCs should bow down to Super Lover C. All
Yes.
MCs. You
Yeah.
heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Girls I
Yeah.
got unlocked so similar to a prism. Excuse me. Girls I got unlocked so similar to a prison. In my awesome jam, this causing me favoritism. Yo, you understand that cadence? How many people's whole career is built
Started.
off of
Yeah.
that
Built off
cadence?
that. Yeah. No.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
No.
and, and if you don't know that Super Lover C, and I have never spoke to this man. I reached out to people to do a joint with him. You heard? I didn't get it done. You heard? I've never spoke to this man. I don't know him personally. I know Casanova Rudd. Me and him is
Gotcha.
cool. You heard? But I'm telling you, as someone that loves this art form, Super Lover C should be in that conversation. You know who should be in that conversation about dopest MCs? Has to be Kool Rock Ski in place of as a representative for Fat Boys.
For
Yo,
Buff,
for Buff and
for all of them.
No. He's right though. No.
He
Because
is. He
yo,
is.
son
Because-
get bit. Yo, he's another one.
Yo, you ever seen the clip of them when they was kids and the dude from the foreign dude was interviewing them, and while he interviewing them, this how they doing. They like, yeah, you know, we just like we like to do the music and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yo, you know, we just trying to do the best we can and be these really dope rappers. And he's like, yeah, let me hear something. And he's like, it was like, okay, cool, yo, Buff, do the thing. And Buff get into his like, yo, he's getting into his shit, right? As soon as Marky D and Kool Rock Ski open their mouth, right about now, everybody, let's go. Here we go. I go 1 for the money, 2 for the time. I'm like, yo, look at the dynamics in this man. Yo, this is a little kid, yo. They like shorties. But when it turned on, it turned all the way on. And we forget that the Fat Boys, right, ushered in, like they're responsible for hip hop being worldwide. These motherfuckers did a song with Chubby. They did a song with Chubby Checker.
Yeah,
And the Beach Boys.
You know what's
And the
crazy?
Beach Boys.
And the Beach Boys. And we asked him.
No,
We asked him, and he said he hates that motherfucking song. Kool Rock Ski said he hates that motherfucking song.
I don't doubt it. I'm not surprised he did. But what I love about the song, I hate this song too. You know what I'm saying? All them type of kitschy songs that they was making rappers do. You know,
That's
for
what he
years.
said. That's what he said. They were forced.
Yeah,
to do
it's
that.
forcing them to do it. But what was dope about it was that they were the ones that did the brave work, the sometimes unwilling work of evangelizing hip hop to the world and making the type of music that was palatable for people. Like, you know, we be like, it's crazy because I'm gonna say something that might be controversial. Like, yo, you see the new little girl Scarlett? I love this little girl before I say anything else. I love her. I love her story. I love the excitement that you can see that she has to be able to live her dreams. And I want nothing but happiness for little baby girl. You heard? Point blank and period. I hate that song. You heard? That song is whack. And mad niggas is getting behind that song. And I feel for her because no one got, and like, she don't got nobody around her to be like, nah, make great music. Don't make this bullshit slogan. Why? Because New York niggas got it all fucked up. And let me say something. This is for all the people around the world that have been banging with hip hop all their life. Let me say some real shit that probably no one else would ever have said. And it was told to me by a hip hopper one time. And I can't think of this brother's name. And I would love to exalt his name because this truth is so powerful. He's like, yo, New York niggas be bugging. You know, he was saying, yo, of course, all these other areas that do hip hop now almost shun New York. Almost go out their way to shit on New York. Why is that? Yo, when we was going on the Fresh Fest tours and the Def tour, the Def Fresh tour, all them hip hop tours, them first ones where you had like Dougie Fresh and, you know what I'm saying, and Fat Boys and Curtis Blow, like that motherfucker was going on all the tours. You heard? When you had that, New York niggas wasn't flying to California to fill up them clubs. New York niggas wasn't flying to Atlanta to fill up them clubs, or Florida, or Ohio, or Texas, or Kentucky, or Philly, or Jersey. They wasn't New York niggas wasn't filling them clubs up. It was them people from them communities that was.
Right.
And then when they finally had a voice, they finally had an opportunity to tell their stories and celebrate hip hop with New York, who at that point, New York was like everybody big brother. Everybody cool big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my big brother. Like, you could go to any state and get love as a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? Unless you went to one of them states where some guy was claiming to be from New York, screwed everybody girl and jerked them out of their work, you might have a little problem. But if you didn't, if you was in the right place, you rep yourself. Yo, ain't nothing like a New York dude. But when New York cats, and it's not the New York in general, it's like Funkmaster Flex and the radio directors and the people writing things had got an attitude, like got aloof, right? And here you got the South coming through. You got the West, and ain't nobody celebrating, and we ain't got no room for none of their music on our radio stations and stuff like that, as if they not playing our regional music in Atlanta, or they wasn't playing it in Tallahassee, and you know what I'm saying? Like that was, you know what I'm saying? They were showing us love, and then when it came to be our turn, we didn't. So now we got Scarlet, right? New York dudes also think that the reason why people bang with New York, because New York the toughest city. Like a lot of people think that that's why people be banging with your city, because it's tough. Yo, we the murder capital of the world. My nigga, I'm not even coming to visit there if that's what's going on.
Can't get nobody with bodies dropping.
Yeah, I'm not gonna never go see your show, King, because I already know what time it's gonna be when I go there. I'm trying to bring my lady out. We try a good time. I'm trying to flex with her. I ain't trying to get beat up, get shot at, had to shoot somebody or kill somebody. I'm not trying to do none of that. All right, mom. So now you got this little girl singing this song, "Get the fuck out of New York," Ray, 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 Ray. You know what I'm saying? Back the fuck up. Like that's what make people love New York, and that's not what make people love New York. What made people love New York hip hop, and anybody in the comments, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, it wasn't the hardcore shit that turned everybody on. It was the Fat Boys. It was UMCs doing songs like Blue Cheese, and Fushnikins doing them unique songs, and Tribe Called Quest giving you that ill vibe, and De La Soul letting you be the widow that you always been, but no one had a safe space for you to be it. And Lakim Shabazz building knowledge, and Public Enemy giving you right knowledge and having you like, yo, I move as a team, never move. Das Effects giving you different type of sounds and all of that sort of things. Keep throwing their names up and keep talking about, like, or in the comment section, toss the names up of all these different artists that gave you this KMD, Peach Fuzz, and then you get an artist like KMD, and the next thing you know, because of they so creative, you get Borns from that is MF Doom from Tragedy, because these dudes is naturally talented and they have special entertainment, beautiful, magical places that they can transport you to with their rhymes and their image and what they presenting. That's what had people loving New York, because it was a cornucopia of different things that you just never seen before. So once they stopped being on it like that, and all it was just the tough guy shit. Well, nigga, we got tough guy shit everywhere in the world. If there's a ghetto, and truthfully, I don't want to hear about your block. I want to hear about mine.
Right.
And I want to.
You're right.
And I want to hear it in my slang.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hearing you say it though, and thinking back, I'm like, damn, he's fucking right. Because back in the day, it was everything. There was never no one thing that you heard. It was a little bit of everything, different styles, different everything. But real quick, before we get into on the rec, I gotta ask you this, because recently I've been following you, really heavy on social media, on Instagram, and I've been seeing you've been going to get checked up and doing everything. And you mentioned something that I didn't know that I definitely wanted to touch on tonight. This ASCAP health insurance.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes, I can. I'm actually happy to. All right, so check it out. Let me do a couple of things here. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna make a couple adjustments because I want to see if I can pull this up. Share this. All right, let me try to share my screen. If y'all see any Pornhub stuff, don't say nothing. Just act like you don't see it. All right.
Yo, listen. We actually let you take over. Nobody has ever done this. Nobody.
I appreciate it. No,
real talk. Nah, this is important.
Yeah, because I think that, like, let me just start off. Let me start off and explain it to the people watching and those that may watch after the fact. I'm an entertainer, and part of being an entertainer is trying to look half decent. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I never really been about my looks like that ever in my life, because I ain't never built my life around my looks. It's about my personality and my character. but it doesn't change the fact that you gotta be easy on the eyes. You know, now I'm 52 over the years, man, between experiencing a lot of the depression and difficulty of being an artist, and I can get into that in a minute if we got the time, but or maybe another bill some down the road. I think all these conversations are important because they're not conversations we're having. Um, you know, yo, in the last 2 years of my life, yo, there's been this accelerated decay on my teeth. So that, like you can see, like I ain't trying to have y'all have to look at my teeth and shit, but you can see the cavities and shit there. You know what I'm saying? My jibs ain't all fucked up for real, but you know, I got mad cavities. Um, I ain't got health insurance. How much see a doctor? I'm a rapper, yo. I'm a rapper that got jerked by his record label. There ain't no such thing as health insurance for that guy. And I'm not a rich rapper where I can just pay for my own health insurance. You feel me? Like that's just real shit. You understand? And I've had jobs. I used to work at MCI WorldCom. I was data center technician. So it ain't like I ain't been an employed person to try to take care of myself. You understand? But I'm a rapper. So I do. Like if you work at the, you work at a local 740 or something like that, you're a millwright or whatever, you work there, whatever reason they fuck you with your insurance, they don't invalidate you as a man to go to work and handle what you handle. It means that the system is fucking you over. You understand? And so I find myself in this place where I'm degrading and I'm like, yo, I'm 52 years old trying to stay in the game. I gotta stay healthy. So what I do is I put myself out there, and I'm gonna tell you how it really went. So the day I was going to go to the dentist for my first checkup in years, I did a post like, "Yo, look, what's up? This video is hard for me. You know, this is a space where I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that my teeth aren't the way I want them to look. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with dental, because dental implies that you're not hygienic. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all niggas gonna think I breath stinking ass, don't brush your teeth ass, yuck mouth ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm scared that people going to get on the joint and take that opportunity to make fun of me or be cruel, right?
Right.
But I'm thinking, yo, but still, man, I'm in trying to figure out. Like, I just now found a way towards manageable healthcare at this age. How many other brothers in this game is going through the same thing, yo? They're saying that need some answers. So I'm like, yo, somebody got to be brave enough to say, yo, I'm going through this. This is my experience, but here's how I'm resolving it. And let me make a pathway for y'all brothers and sisters so that you ain't got to struggle, fam. Because whether you rapping or whether you just out in these streets is regular working. 80% of people have gum disease. 40% of the people are even getting it treated. So people's fucked up in the game, okay, whether they want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? Mad Casses, you seeing everybody, all these entertainers got these big, giant, pearly white teeth in their mouth. Them just be mad big in their mouth, like a bunch of dice in their mouth. Them just be veneers and shit that they putting over their mouth because they got these big fake teeth in their mouth. So don't think that you're looking at healthy mouths and healthy teeth. You're looking at veneers. So this all that rotten ass teeth is under their mouth. And no people don't know that bad teeth will instigate heart disease. Yo, we just
Brain,
lost mad
brain,
rappers
brain and
because
everything.
yes, you know what I'm saying? So we lost mad rappers because of health issues. So how I look as an MC that say they love his people and love his community, and I'm not taking a moment to say, yo, this is my experience. This is what I'm going through. This is where I'm at. How many of y'all out there? How many of y'all got that? Listen, this one right here. It's this two right, the gold tooth. How many of us out here missing that shit? You know what I mean? For lack of health care or whatever. You understand?
Right.
How many of y'all got scars on you with keloids and shit like that for lack of health care because you can't get that shit sorted out right? You understand? And so, or how many of y'all had to go to the clinic because you couldn't even go to a doctor to see about that burning ass dick when you was fucking them dirty bitches, to put it bluntly. You understand what I'm saying? Shit is real. So I had to start looking into how to do something about this because if my front teeth fall out, I'm out of public life. I ain't gonna be on no, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to chugging. I don't care how cool the conversation is. And I'm missing my front jibs. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And you know what else? I'm not entertaining people for free while my body falls apart. And I'm entertaining people for free for a culture that doesn't even really stand behind and do what it says it's gonna do. Like I'm not doing that. So that was where my head was at. So before I start bitching, let me do my diligence. So as I was working on some stuff about my publishing, trying to get my money situations correct, right? I was looking on the member services on ASCAP. I'm not gonna pull it up on my screen only because I got 500 different browsers open. and most of them are porn, so it's just gonna be different.
I was gonna say.
No.
He gonna be like, nah, not this one. Hold on, not this one.
No.
Let me favorite this one so I can get back to this.
And y'all gonna be looking like, send me the link. I'm like, I got you, kid. I'll send it to you. I'll send you straight.
Comments like, yo, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
But I'm saying, so I went on ASCAP. I went to member services link tab on it, and they have a bunch of services. They have mental health therapy services that you go call up and talk to a motherfucker for free for at least a month and kind of sort your shit out, because ain't nobody really listening to your concerns and nobody really understand what you're going through, because it's you. So call somebody up that'll just listen to you ramble about your shit and get your shit off, and not have to beat your wife in the head over to be fussing at your moms or your kids and all that shit because you're so frustrated about what's happening to you in this world, and you're not taking advantage of a resource. Yeah, I know it'd be like, I ain't no crazy. Nah, it's a motherfucker to talk to. So call the therapy shit. They got a Cigna sponsored dental insurance on ASCAP that you can sign up and get you some dental insurance. Fam, it'd be a couple of $100, $100 change.
So are there co-payments involved in all this too?
Yeah, it's co-pay.
Yeah, like you said, like about $100, whatever. But I mean,
you know what I mean? And then keep in mind, let me just give you the other part. Let me just tell you the specifics of my dental visit. You understand? I've been sharing this with people. People don't usually share their numbers and their money, but I'm gonna share it with y'all so y'all have an idea. So they got the ASCAP Cigna sponsored thing. I have another dental health care that I'm actually transitioning from into the ASCAP joint. But that healthcare to do all the work that my teeth needed, which was an extensive amount of work. Little shit. Yo, we gotta do this, that. We gotta put this medicine in, that. $20,000. Fam, UMCs do not get asked to do no shows. We're not doing no old school tours. You know what I'm saying? We never got paid for records. I cannot afford $21,000. That's just the facts. There's nothing I can do. However, I have health insurance.
Wow,
That shit knocked it down to $7,000. And then so $7,000 was not $21,000, but it was $7,000 fucking dollars that I don't have. I have no means of paying this.
Yeah, and this is
the majority
about your
of my
health too.
My
This
money,
like if you don't get this shit done, this shit could this that.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And so I don't got, where's that money coming from? I am an actual working artist. So that's what I do for a living. And with being a working artist, depending on where you at in the scale, you could be one of them dudes that you might get something every so often, and you gotta make that something. You get stretched to the next opportunity come through that you could get a little something. It ain't like that shit just rolling in where you doing 20, 30,000 a month. You're doing maybe in some, $100, $200, $300, $400. You might make that much money in a month of busting your ass, doing videos and shows and all this shit. You're not even, doing everything you can to entertain people. You're not making money. You understand? So how was I paying $7,000? Well, my man who's a comedian, JP Justice, he's like, yo, mess with this care credit. Stat. Care credit is like a credit card for health insurance. So you could get care credit, and they will basically pay it, and then you could pay the rest of the bill on time. So I had
payments.
Yeah, so I had $7,000 that my work was going to be after insurance. Credit care picked up the other $7,000.
So now you paying in increments.
So now I'm only paying $190 every month, but all my work is paid for. So now I could get right. You know what I'm saying? So all of this to say that, yo, fam, I'm sharing these things with people and being this transparent because, I ain't the only one who jibs is fucked up. And I ain't the
real talk. Real talk. It takes a lot to put it out there like that. Not only that, but motherfuckers need to hear this shit live and direct. Yeah. I'm a strong believer in giving the people what they need, not what they want.
Yeah, fam.
I don't know if you follow MC Shan, but he just said it on our show.
Yeah, he said it too
a couple months ago. And then he just went on Rock the Bells and did something with Rock the Bells, where they video recorded him going through his whole procedure to where he took out all his teeth and now he got dentures. And even now that after he got, I was just talking to him the other day, he was like, yo, He's like, I don't even like wearing the fucking dentures. He's like,
Right.
I'm not used to wearing them. They hurt. You know what I mean? Now everybody, he said exactly what you said. Now everybody on social media talking shit, and I gotta sit there and try to fake. He said, but I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, but that ain't the point that you don't give a fuck. Somehow, some way, it still bother you because you saying it. You know what I'm
Speaking
saying?
to
No,
yeah.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? Listen, fam. If your shit falling out your mouth, not because you a dirty nigga, but because life
A
is
lot of it
difficult.
is
And
lack of education, not
No,
knowing.
but the crazy part was his teeth has been like that for everybody knows
Yeah.
Shan for the crooked tooth. It's now that social media. I think I didn't have the courage to ask him, but I think look from the outside in, I think they kept fucking with him so much that he thought he had to go get his shit. Fixed.
I mean, Cass is cruel on social media, King. Because what I was telling you, I made this post and I was talking about my journey. I was like, I'm gonna do a whole dental arc where I'm gonna share my journey. So I got beside myself and I did this duet with this other thing and I saw that was funny, right? And so I didn't, so I had the way I shot the video because I was on my way to dentist, so I had my shit ready for action. So, I wasn't in, like you said, I'm talking now, my lips ain't going past the bottom of my teeth so that you ain't gonna see that I have the cavity at the base of the tooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in that mode. I'm in this mode. Because I'm laughing at what I saw. And so my sis is really showing how bad it was. Of all the videos in the world to go viral, this shit jumped up and took legs and started to run. And all the comments was like, nigga, your teeth. Oh, shit, look, I see them teeth, nigga. I didn't see what the fuck that nigga doing. I was like, delete that shit right now. And not because, I don't mind putting myself out there because I'm getting it fixed. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo,
you showing them.
But
you're not talking, you doing
it. Yeah, I'm doing it. So it's like, yo, you can say what you want. By September, my shit gonna look gorgeous.
My
you know what I'm saying?
shit good, right?
I'll be good. So what you gonna
have
have then? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say then? Because you ain't gonna say nothing about nothing else. Because everything else, as far as I'm concerned, in my life is perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
great? You know what I mean?
All right. Now, real quick, is that something that? Because I get the health part. Because we went from ASCAP having the insurance, and for artists to know, like, yo, listen, you putting your songs on ASCAP. Do you know they got insurance? Do you know you can
I
get
wonder if the other PROs got have something like that too.
They
and
do.
For the people who don't know,
they probably do.
Performing right organizations.
Yes.
But now
it
went from that. It went from that to I'm getting my shit right. So
yes.
So
but it's supposed. The reason that it's supposed to, because think about it. It's a natural progression. Because I'm giving you the resource. You'll go to ASCAP, go to Music Cares, MusicCares.com. Music Cares. If you fall on hard times, back in 2019, I fell on hard times. No, before that, a little bit, like 2 years before that, a couple years before that, actually. I fell on hard times. It was difficult for me. I had just closed my business. I owned a bar. You know what I'm saying? So I know that feel like I own a bar. I owned a bar, but I just closed the business. And so the transition was difficult. My bills was behind. I was screwed up. Yo, somebody put me on my Q-Lean, my homegirl Q-Lean, put me on the Music Cares. It's an organization that is sponsored by the Grammys, believe it or not. You contact them if you're a working artist, if you have some sort of line of credits, you can establish that I am this is what I do for a living, I'm a recording artist. You can contact them with a hardship letter. You heard? You ain't got to be over with your hat in your hand, humming and bumming. Oh, listen, I'm having a hard time. This is who I am. This is what I've done. This is me. I work an artist. I'm falling on hard times. This is the bills that I'm currently dealing with. This is what it look like. Yo, they'll send you up to $1,000. They'll do it once a year. I got $1,000 for 2 years in a row because I was struggling that hard, and they had me covered. And they have mental health programs, drug abuse programs. They help you with business. Like, you'll be surprised at how many different organizations have resources for you because they understand that there is a plight that artists are going through. So, so look into those things, especially with organizations that you're already involved in. If you in ASCAP or BMI or CES, I think, go see about that. If you in Song Trust or you dealing with, a Music Cares or something like that, go see about that and see about the programs you can access. Again, you know, you could front for the world, but don't front for me. I understand what be going on to us, and so take advantage of the opportunity to get right knowledge and take care of yourselves. Because
Like
Yeah,
real
nah,
talk, not front for the world, but take care of yourself, my dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
listen, however you live on social media is what it is. But I'm glad that you're preaching that take care of you. All that's fine and dandy, but the mental health and your physical and your health, especially, dude, you're a 52-year-old rapper who's still relevant, still doing it, and letting the people know that like it's not all glitz and glamour. But even after, like, dude, you gotta remember when you dropped your first LP, hip hop was what, 12 years old? You get what I'm saying? Like think about it, dude. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. I can dig it though. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
you
12,
get.
like, I was like, that off.
No, I mean,
Too old than
no, I
that.
said hip hop. No, but what I'm
This nigga
saying
been
is
around.
like think about it. Hip hop is 50. You just celebrated your 30 years in.
Yes. Yeah. So
So
we
now,
about 25 years in.
yeah, so now you're talking about, now you're understanding, what it takes to make the money, what it takes with the contracts. Had you known that there was health insurance, then you probably wouldn't be in the situation that you
Well,
are. You get
you
what
know,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't even have been in this situation because I had
that's
something from the door and not
that's
knowing the
what I'm
resources.
saying.
So a lot of times people suffer and we have poverty because of lack of resources, lack of awareness, and lack of and proximity. So that's a very big thing.
information, because
Yeah,
all this has been
oh,
there, just nobody
absolutely.
informed that
Right.
this is there.
Right.
Because again,
Nobody was telling people.
I didn't know this was there till I heard you say it a couple days ago, and then I start researching. I start hitting people like Shannon. I'm like, yeah, you know they got this and all that. Oh yeah, I heard about it. I'm like, yeah, but hearing about it and actually doing something is kind of two different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, we're watching you guys. Even though we're not separated by in age by that much, but we're watching you guys. So what y'all perceiving is how we're learning. You know what I mean? It might not so much be the younger age group, the 20-something, but it's the guys who are in their 30s and their 40s now who are traveling these paths that seen y'all bump your heads, which is why me and Shad decided to do an independent record company, because we seen artists getting robbed. You know what I mean? We're involved in the industry. We hearing these publishing deals. We hearing all this. And we seen, yo, hold on, man. You just get this dude 70% of your publishing, and you're going to do what? And they're going to give you advance on what? And you're going to owe what? Like, do you understand that's just a loan? And
Right.
like, you
Right.
really own nothing? Like, and they didn't. They just looking at, oh, yo, I'm going to get back in the, in the 90s, $100,000-$200,000 was a lot of money.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
but science is king, and this is why what y'all doing is so important. And I'm trying to keep encouraging cats that are doing this type of work to do it. Is because again, having a platform like this where a cat like me can concentrate on just talking about some right knowledge, and not focus on trying to just sell everybody on how dope I am. Yo, I'm dope. If you don't know it, I'm not even gonna sell you. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Like, let me live in my purpose, and my purpose is that whether I make it to be the top, or if I ever get paid for making music, or if I have anything good come of it like that, because it's never been anything good for me making music, other than what it does for me inside, that I love to make music. But me in the music career is the worst. I hate the music. I hate music. I hate hip hop. I hate all this shit. I
And
hate it.
it gotta be
Crazy.
from your
You know what I'm
experience,
saying?
though.
Just from my experiences. You know what I'm saying? I hate
But
it
you're
from
so
I
good at it.
I
That's
hate it.
crazy.
Well, I hate it because it betrayed me. I don't hate it because it ain't dope and I don't love it. Just because I feel betrayed by it, right? But that don't change the fact that, fam, like, however I feel about it, I still love my people. I still love my culture. I love my community. You heard? And I still love the essence of this music, and why the same thing, the boom bap that made us all love it. I love it. I can't let this bitch go. I hate her so much, but I love her so much, right? And so the thing is that
Love and hate, right,
yeah,
Kim?
yeah,
Love and
love and
hate,
hate.
like
You know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
this.
You know what I mean? It's love and hate, and then it's like also like this unrequited love. Like, I love her, but she don't give a shit about me, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
baby,
and nobody
baby,
can
I
talk
love
shit
you so
about her
much.
either,
And she be
and
like,
nobody can say
no,
nothing
don't
wrong
say nothing
about her
about her.
either.
Don't say nothing wrong about her. Don't say. And she be like, you know how she is with me? She be like, yo, I love all this shit you saying, Kim. I love everything you doing. I just wish my other man was doing it and not you. Like, damn, bitch, I'm the one doing it. Why you don't love me? You know what I'm
Wow,
saying? And she don't love me, no matter how hard. I had a youth mentoring program called PEMG for young people ages 11 to 20, and I was teaching them hip hop. Yo, I had over 40 young people that I was mentoring, and then I had a whole cipher session I was doing on Staten Island every month to keep the violence down. I stopped murders with this. Yo, niggas would not even talk about it. Yo, I was doing it for 4 years. It was big, and niggas would never even talk about it. Yo, you know how many people I put on, how many people I made a way for, how many people that got whatever they got based on me giving them right knowledge and just chugging some. And yo, you will never hear niggas talk about none of this shit.
Was that in New York? Was that in New York or Atlanta?
It was in New York, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of everything I did in New York. But let me just say this real quick. The reason why I say that is I'm not complaining about that as much as I'm saying, but I am complaining about it because it's something to complain about. But my purpose to me, the one that I've ascribed for myself in the lack of the monetary success and fame success, has been to do right by my people, to share with y'all what I could share with y'all, to give y'all my information, to be an inspiration if I can be, and to be a cautionary tale, a warning tale when I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me building the studio that you see me in right now, that this right here is a shed. It's a 20.
It didn't look like that about a month ago either. I've been watching.
It's a 12 by 28 foot shed. You seeing me build something, so you see me win. I win. I make this great space for myself. I throw a big party and people come through. I'm winning. So yeah, you can be inspired by that. At the same token, I'll come on here and be humble and be like, yo, my jibs is fucked up and I got to go to the dentist and I got medicated toothpaste now in my bathroom that I got to use to get myself right. But there's a way out. And if you go, I could share my failures and my shortcomings and still give you some right knowledge and you could and be a warning for you so you don't make the mistakes I made. And in that way, I could serve my community better than probably I would have been able to if I was rich to the sky and all of that. So I'm gonna keep doing that, if nothing else. You heard?
That's super dope because that's the other part. Like I'm in the process. I just started I just opened up my business a month in, and like I'm on the same type of time you are. Like the studio's coming. It's for the community. It's to say, yo, listen, you know, I took a lot from this community. I took a lot from my community. So to give back and be able to be like, yeah, you know, I took, but to be able to say, yo, I'm giving back is super dope. Now, you done somehow, some way, you know, great conversation. No, hold on.
So
great conversation.
We're gonna be able to do on the record.
We skipping it. No, he skipped it. He got lucky. You surpassed the trivia.
But what I want to ask him is, you busy next week, Wednesday, same time, King?
I'm down. I'm chilling.
So we have never done this back to back, but if you're available next week,
I'm definitely
finish up the conversation next week and then get you on the rec.
We're gonna shake it out too. We're gonna shake it out because hold on, let me say something.
Go ahead.
Cause we're gonna get into something. Hold on. Let me sit up proper. Let me hold on.
Yeah, sit up proper. Let's get going. What's up?
So this rec game, right? It's like a hip hop trivia game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. My brother's name is Alonzo Trailer. Alonzo Trailer is the co-owner of Hip Hop. I Am Hip Hop, the game show. I'm not sure y'all familiar with that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah, really. Look how I'm talking now.
Yeah. This is different.
My brother.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
What I'm saying is, how about we do this? I'll bring my team. I Am Hip Hop, the game show. We come on here next Wednesday with the RecBoys, and we catch us a proper trivia challenge. We go question for question. What y'all think of that?
No, we can do that.
That'll be the illest. That's gonna be the illest cross promotion, the illest vibes, and we gonna promote the shit out of it. We gonna have a good time. We gonna have mad fun, y'all.
That is different, and
maybe we do the whole show. Maybe we do the whole show, just a game.
Just a game show. Let's rock out.
Let's rock out. You know what I'm I'm with it. Hold on.
And I'm gonna call him up as soon as we get off. I'm be like, yo, Lonzo.
Okay, now.
I just gotta have this, that. You know what I'm saying? We shake it out.
Yeah, let him know you were talking shit, so he gotta show up.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, if you show up by yourself, yo, listen, we showing up. So, no, listen, don't get it twisted. We showing up, and we gonna be well prepared.
I know, but I'm be ready though. I'm having the troops with me, yo. I'm gonna come through.
No, I'm gonna call Haz, and I'm like, yo, remember how you used to show up for Kool Kim to back up dance before? He be like, yeah. You might have to look out next Wednesday.
Yeah, you
man
might have to help
might
out.
not show up. So
He
I
gonna-
might have to
he gonna
send you the link.
He gonna mess you up. Yo,
So now check it out, right? Check it out real quick. Staten Island's first hip hop group, first guys that really,
First nationally recognized hip hop group. However,
okay.
There's another brother, him and his brother. I always forget the names. But they came out with a record before. Actually, my brother Garute and Aftershock. Garute's his older brother who passed away, rest his soul. They were actually the first group to have a record that actually played on the radio from Staten Island. We were the first to be a nationally recognized group. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, so now listen, we play videos on this show,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
Like I said, I went through the little catalog. I was not little catalog, but I went through, was checking out some things, and I went by the title, and I'm like, oh yeah. So now we gonna talk about this one.
I'm scared. I don't even know which one you're gonna put
No,
on. Like,
you don't. That's the thing about being in the studio with the RecBoys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this joint for our people. It's Rec or Rec. I gotta at least play one. I know Chris is over there looking at the time. He probably hit me a million times on my phone.
No, I didn't even hit you because it's Kool Kim. It's crazy. Every time somebody from the UMC's come on, I tell family this shit all the time. Every time he's on here, he take over the show. It's just that Brooklyn Staten Island vibe. It's
a
great.
vibe, son.
No,
and
but
cause you know what? We just talk our shit. It just be in the form of an interview, but we just talking that good shit and kicking it like like brothers supposed to. So you know how it go.
So check this out, right? In the studio with the RecBoys, Kool Kim, Mr. Catch Rec. I want to know I'm gonna play this joint, and I want you to figure out what my next question following this joint is gonna be. All right?
Lay it on me. I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. Let us know what you think, Rec or Rec. Let's get it.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
RecBoys.
Motherfuckers out there sitting on the porch, fucking fly fanning motherfuckers talking shit about me. I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Yo, I crush titles, false idols, and all disciples. No revival, find rivals and strike vitals. Limit your legacy, disrespecting me, suicidal. Speak verses from Black Bible you can't survive through. I betcha, I'm CT Fletcher, I bench pressure. It's still my motherfucking set, boy, I ain't forget ya. Niggas owe a blood debt to the soul collector, Hannibal Lecter. Eat rappers, then disrespect ya. It's Achilles versus Hector, I come to get ya. Boy, you better get ready, nigga, finna correct ya. I dissect your set of your sector, my sector. Turn your protector to a specter, then I resurrect ya. I keep it ambiguous so you're not sure. Is this nigga Kim serious? Do we want war? I'm Normandy Beach, we gon' breach the shore. I'm starving nigga, I want beef, let's keep it raw. Fuck your mans and your fans, he stands too. Take a knee, I decree, I command you. Nigga low key, think he low key, tryna provoke me, homie don't know me. I'm Thanos nigga choking you slowly. Keep sleeping, I'm building my rep. Yeah, name buzzer but quiet as kept. Hey, you clumsy niggas should watch where you step, okay? Out for vengeance, I live for your death. Miss sir, I vibrate at a higher rate, no Harlem shake. Moving tectonic plates, that's an earthquake. Sub-frequency soundscape, smile on my face. You should've never fucked with this nigga in the first place. See, I don't know where you cats at in this rat race. Rat trap niggas get clapped at in this place. Facts black, you could get slapped back, smack out the taste. Appear to disappear with no trace, and now closing the case. I feel there ain't no fear in this here. My fucking headspace, I slice your neck from ear to his ear. What a head case. I waited 30 years to appear, cause haste makes waste. Cause with my man and stamina there was no escape. Damn it, I managed to damage it, that's some strong hate. Explosive cannon, I hop the banners to smash the gate. You Jamie Lannister niggas will get your hands scraped. I ain't no fan of no amateur nigga giving chase. The crazy janitor living under the staircase. When we face, y'all niggas get erased. Word.
Surprise, motherfucker, the king is back.
RecBoys.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shop, Mr. Catch Rec. Go ahead, homie. Yeah.
That shit go.
Yo, listen.
That shit go. You heard?
All right.
Listen.
You know where I'm going with this from, right? You know where I'm going, right? You know where I'm going, right? Okay.
I can't even get. You said you wanted me to get. I can't even get. So I want to hear. Let me just hit me.
Who was it from the Wu that you can remember was the first one to reach out to you?
None of them.
Really?
That ain't the first time I heard that either.
Really? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I done cracked open the bottle now. I done cracked open the bottle. We might as well take a shot.
I'll say this. I'll say this. In a recent interview with Mano TV or whatever it was that Mano have, Meth is quoted as says, "Yo, when we moved to Staten Island, I moved. I was in like the 4th grade. Yeah, you know, I used to play volleyball or whatever. And yeah, when I moved to Staten Island, I was in 4th grade. My best friend was Kool Kim from you. You remember Kim from UMC's? Yeah, that's my best friend in 4th grade, man. It's facts. All right, let's start there. This is facts.
Okay, you got me.
Check
pouring
this
my
out.
drink. You got me pouring my drink.
You got his son, Intel. Now I know you got he chill with my man Jello down the block from us. So I know you. Be cool. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, all of us used to work at the Statue of Liberty together. So when UMC's met, we met on Statue of Liberty. Meth, which at the time was Shaquan, Blue, you got who was a manager. They worked at Statue of Liberty too. These all fams. You understand? You will go as far as if you listen to the first album of UMC's, you hear us say, Wu-Tang blower on the board. You pass the microphone to the UMC Haas and give, you know, on when they're grown, you hear Haas talk about Wu-Tang. You hear me on another song talk about, I flip my style and start to flow Tang Wu. Tang.
Got you, yeah.
We talk about, yes, we even thank them and recognize them on the first album before they come out. Why? Because one, Shaquan in Staten Island, or Method Man, as y'all know, Meth was like the one Meth and OG, which was who you now know, Original God, who you now know as Capadonna. These dudes was like our Staten Island Slick Rick, and like these are big stars. Like they was the shit. People didn't know me and Haas was working that real, like we was on a real grind every day. So we wasn't selling drugs and shit like that. And then part-time in that, we're trying to get on. All we was doing was trying to get on. You see what I'm saying? So we was working harder than them. Got on first. You heard? We honored them coming on. When they came on, they shitted on us. Niggas crossing over, but they don't know no better. Who don't know no better? We the ones that opening the door for everybody. We the ones taking all that, you know, kicking the door, waving the 4-4, right? But when you kicking the door, whoever in there, you the first nigga getting shot. You might be waving the 4, but whatever's behind that door waiting for you. You heard?
Niggas crossing over, but they don't know no better. Oh shit. Yo, listen.
Yeah,
I'm not listen. No, listen.
Crazy.
We're gonna listen, tune in next week. Cause now we're gonna get no. I don't even want to talk no more. I'm gonna think about this shit from now until next Wednesday. Because now I'm gonna go back.
Deep into it. I'm
going back.
I'm gonna say like if you want to get into this build, right? And I'm not even saying that like I want to get into some dirt slinging, because let me just say this. I said this a minute ago that I may not have had the things that I feel I should have had as an artist for my talent and my work ethic, not because of anything else. Just got worked hard, and I feel like I'm talented enough that I deserve to earn the money that I worked for. You know what I'm saying? But that notwithstanding, I'm a black man. And I understand exactly where Wu-Tang came from, that they managed to achieve anything from the spaces and places that they originated from is a fucking blessing. You heard? Absolutely. And it is something to be acknowledged, admired, respected, and applauded. And anybody that's watching that should model some aspects of it, the consistency, the work ethic, the belief in oneself, the push forward despite all the resistance and opposition that tells you that you cannot make it. I need brothers to never let that go. And I don't want to say too much negative about them brothers and take that beautiful story that they have away from them. But them niggas violate.
No. Listen, regardless,
it was unjust, and I'm happy to speak on it because the truth need to be known. Because what ends up happening is that the nice guys, the UMC good guys, that ain't do shit to nobody. got fucked, right? And people carrying it like we got fucked because we was whack, or we got fucked because we changed styles, or we got fucked. You know, it's like, oh, UMC's came out with Blue Cheese and Wonder Growing at this one point, and then the next album y'all switched up. Y'all try to be hard. We try to be hard. Y'all niggas tried to be hard because when they started calling the music that I said was what made people love New York hip hop, the shit that made us love this shit internationally. When the Source started calling it happy rap, all y'all bitch ass niggas, fan ass, bitch ass, pussy ass niggas, I'm gonna call you what you are for this. Y'all jump ship like y'all was never dancing that shit. Like I ain't see you in the front fucking row with polka dot shirts on and high top fades doing cross color fucking outfits. Now you acting like you ain't never listening to that music and you shitting on the niggas that made it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you want to act like you a tough guy along with this no crossover shit that everybody talking about. But the fact is, you selling Black Death. That's the ultimate crossover. You selling Black Death to white people. You're a fucking sellout. What is we talking about, right? But niggas don't never acknowledge that. You understand? They want to try because we quantify shit by hard and soft, not right and just, not sucker shit and real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So we think a lot of sucker shit is real nigga shit. A sucker nigga got to sell drugs and fuck over his community because his sucker ass ain't do what the fuck he was supposed to do when he was growing up and going to school. Your dumb ass was in the bottom floor basement classes because you're a dumb nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And now you're grown. You understand what I'm saying? And you feel like niggas should respect you because you survived that shit. Go suck my dick, nigga. There's niggas out here living this life every day. And they did that fucking up. Ain't sell their people out. Ain't put themselves in a bad position. Ain't shame their mother. Ain't shame their father. Ain't put their motherfucking wives or husbands in a bad position that they got to be ashamed when they walk the street or have to be low. They ain't doing none of that shit. They man the fuck up in all times and all places. And stood for what was right, even when the shit wasn't positive, popping, even when the shit wasn't the wave, even when you couldn't get no pussy doing it. You heard? Niggas was doing what was right because it was right. Because niggas got character. So, you know, when you a person like that and you and guess what? I'm a good guy, but I'm not soft. I'm also NY Oil, the hardest rapper to ever rhyme. No one is harder than NY Oil. I don't even refer to NY Oil as if it's me. That's a third person nigga. That's how hard that nigga is. Ain't nobody ever. Chuck D got to bow down to NY Oil on some more. That nigga, the boldest nigga I have ever heard with this shit. I body him on a song. No, I don't want to say it like that. Maybe rephrase that. But he on me and him do a song.
No, but
you know
listen, hold on.
I got a chip on my I ain't gonna front. This is one place. This is a character flaw I got. I do have a chip on my shoulder. And the reason I have a chip on my shoulder, because like I was watching Kenneth, Kenneth was like, yo, you know, he was saying he's giving it the WRECK.
No, that's Kanita. That's Kanita.
That's Miss Bunky.
Yeah, but yo, listen, that's my little sister.
Indeed. So love is love.
Vibe.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm not mad at that. The vibes are the vibes. But I'm watching that, right? And I'm like, I'm watching that. She's like, no, she called it a wreck. Like, a record, that shit whack. And I'm like, yo, who is dope to you? Like, who's dope to you? So let me just body them. Let me embarrass them. And I'm going to tell them that you're the person that made me go after them, right? So I'll make the whole shit. Hey, yo, I'm doing this.
You might have to go out to Kurt Franklin. You might have to go out to Kurt Franklin for that.
I'll body Kurt Franklin because I'll body Kurt. I'll body Kurt. I'll body Kurt. Like, I'll do it. Like, I'll literally do it. Like, I'm spiteful like that, right? So I'll literally start going at Kurt Franklin and embarrass this.
But that's the
you can't raise his kids right. Then I'll shit on his parenting and all that shit. No. Wait. Hold on. This is important. No, but this is important. I'm gonna show you because there's some ill shit that's happening right now. So I'll shit on Kirk Franklin. I'm actually gonna do it, right? So I'm gonna shit on this nigga, and I'm gonna do it because of her. But I'm gonna let it be known that I'm doing it because of her, so he can know that it was a fan that was saying too much. That got him.
I don't know.
Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Why is this important?
I don't think Kurt Franklin coming after me.
What? Why is this?
Kurt Franklin is a favorite. He ain't
gonna come after you. But why is this? Why is this important? Right now, and this is ill. Check this out. And I'm just teasing around. I'm really
I know.
I'm saying, but right now, but right now, Babyface, Kenneth Babyface Edmonds,
right,
is having cyber beef with Anita Baker. Sweet love Anita Baker.
Really? Well, it's probably over some money, ain't it?
Whip Appeal date Babyface is having beef with Sweet Love, Anita Baker. R&B people is having Twitter beef. Why? Because fans, right, got on Anita Baker's shit because she wasn't, like, whatever reason, Son couldn't perform at one of the venues, one of the dates. So fans got on her shit and started being disrespectful and saying too much and inserting themselves in the conversation in a way that is like, oh, I feel challenged by that. Really? Let me go see your man's then. And she kicked Babyface off the tour. She got kicked off the tour.
Damn.
Straight like that.
So wait.
Straight like that.
So Anita Baker kicked off Babyface over some fan beef, over some Twitter
fan
shit?
beef. Yes. And you know what? Power to her. Because you know what? Sometimes y'all fans gotta learn to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit.
No. I did that. But on our show, we want our fans.
I'm saying.
No.
Listen
We want the
listen
honest
to me.
opinion.
Listen to me.
But when
Listen.
you're talking about trolls.
Fucking opinion. Let me tell you why fucking opinion.
Right.
An opinion is a belief. First off, a belief is nothing that you can know. So that means that it ain't even real. So an opinion is a belief that is represented by someone that is not based on fact or expertise. So fuck your opinions because you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even understand the difference between a sine wave. You don't even understand a 4 count. You don't know music. You don't get to talk to me about music. You don't even get to have an opinion with me about music because you suck at it. Unless you can make music better than me, you can't even have an opinion because I'm an expert. So I'm not even gonna like if all right. So like let's say like both of y'all like y'all make some music, right?
Yeah.
You make a current type of hip hop, a trap style of hip hop. You understand? And then you make drill stock type of hip hop. I'm listening to the yes, yo, let's rock the joints. Now I'm listening as an artist. I'm an artist. I make this music. I make neither style of y'all music, right? But I can hear what I know what I'm hearing though. Yo, this shit is fire. I hate this song, but this shit is fire. It's gonna blow. I hate this song. It's not my style. I don't like this music. I don't listen to it, but this nigga's nice. Yo, you hear the way he put that shit together? You hear that song structure? Yo, listen to that flow. Listen to how he's on that 8 count. Yo, look at the way he came back. Yo, look how he brought that shit back. This nigga's a genius. See, that's the difference between a motherfucker that got a right to be a record executive and a motherfucker that just listen to music. A nigga that got a record executive, he'll listen to the shit he don't like. He'll hear the genius in it. He'll hear the drum and the drill shit, and he'll be like, yo, this shit crazy. He'll hear Pop Smoke. You the other niggas, the fan niggas, y'all don't hear shit. You know what you hear? You don't even know what music you like. You don't know what you like. I don't even respect fans' opinions because fans don't know what they like. You don't even know what you like. You like what you know. That's all you like. You don't know what you like. You like what you know. So you don't like what I know because you don't know me. When you know me and you get into my thing, you like, oh, that's my man's, then I can't do no wrong. That's why Missy Elliott, or bringing it all the way back to the beginning, is the dopest whack MC because she came on you in a way that you had to respect it, right? And then she could do anything. All that whack shit she did over these years, she can do without cause a problem because you're already on her dick. So you're already with it. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this real quick. This real quick. This is why it's very important as an artist, whether another artist thinks you dope or a fan thinks you dope or not, is bringing people into your world and finding your niche because there's something out there for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's whether it's how you package it and give it to them. And I think that's where a lot of independent artists struggle at, right? Because there's a lot of dope independent artists out here, but they get to the point where they make the music. They might or may not know how to go copyright it, do the BMI, the ASCAP, the song trust, SoundScan, hit all the stuff I heard you talking about the other day, Kool Kim. Yeah. Matter of fact, I want to hit you in your inbox because I got somebody who can help you.
That's blessing.
With that whole process. But there's all this information that these artists don't know, and they hit this one point and then they get stuck, right? And then now all their friends are listening to their music, and their friends are sitting there telling them, yo, either this the hottest shit in the world, or this shit is straight garbage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is why we came with Rec or Rec, because we wanted people who don't know these guys from a hole in the world to hear their music and make an opinion on what they hear right then and there for the first time. Might be a good one, might be a bad one, but at least they heard it from somebody they never heard in their motherfucking life.
I think that mission statement is. I think that mission statement and the intent is excellent. Now, don't get it twisted. What I'm saying to y'all, like, don't let me make a clear distinction.
I know what you're saying.
What you're doing is very important, right? It needs to happen because what that'll provide. Let me just paraphrase. It provides an opportunity for up and coming artists, particularly independent artists that don't have a marketing team, don't have a promotion team that they can route their stuff through. Well, now they got the people that they're actually selling it to route it to them and say, "Hey, listen, you're the people. What do you think? Do I need to make some adjustments?" And then the people could say, "Yeah, you do need to make some adjustments. Yo, that don't slap like I thought it was. Yo, that shit ain't hitting like that. That ain't what I'm looking for to dance to." Okay,
which
cool.
could be right or wrong too.
Which could be right or wrong. But that's good because that's good information for them to go back and work on. Full stop, right? I got you. What I'm saying is, fans, shut up.
I get that too. Yeah, I get that too. Yeah. Let the artist be creative. Let the artist be creative.
Yeah, first off, let an artist create because you're not a creator. So you don't even create. What you like is what somebody delivers to you. You don't make
or what somebody told you should like.
Well, I didn't even get to that part. Wait, first let's just say that you're not making anything. I made this mouse that has the leather top on it with the thing and this nice third, and it goes with my snazzy keyboard. That's this, that, and the third, and it got the wood grain and all of this shit. You ain't come up with that. I made 3 different versions of it. You bought the one that you like the most. That's all you can do. All you are is a customer.
Good point.
All you are is a customer. Know your place. You don't. Your opinion is limited. And I'm not saying this insult. I know people are hearing it. And little baby, don't get me wrong. When I'm teasing that, I'm not directing this at you. Don't worry. I'm just telling. I don't care what you think. Don't worry.
Oh, she's taking it personal. That's Miss. Bunky.
Don't.
That's my little sister. I'm my little sister. I'm
not even reading. Little sister.
Yeah, I'm not even reading the comments because I know she might be insulted by what I said initially, but I'm not really insulted. I'm not actually. I don't even know you, sis. It ain't that deep. It really isn't. So don't take me serious. I'm saying but I'm saying that we got to be mindful because that would be the equivalent to somebody coming into your workplace. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, and if let's say you do something that you specialized in, that you worked on for years, you've developed a legitimate. I'll give you a great example. I went to the dentist with these fucked up teeth, right? And was like, yo, I'm asking him, he's like, you got any questions? So I start running off all my Dr. YouTube conspiracy theory. The white man is trying to keep us fucked up with their teeth and keep us addicted to their fluoride thing. I'm running all these questions. Like I'm asking them, like not off the stupid, but I'm asking because I have these opinions that I have that are presented to me by other people as fact. I have not qualified these people that I'm getting these opinions from. You understand? I just ran with them because it was put together well and they had some nice eerie music in the background and I was sold because it sounded like some shit I wanted to hear. I didn't have dental insurance. So if a motherfucker talking about, yo, oil pulling will get you right, I'm like, oh, let me try this oil pulling. Or yo, brush with baking soda and don't use it. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Oh, use peroxide because it'll do this. Oh, let me use that. Like whatever these motherfuckers, let me get that purple shit. Let me use this. That's gonna work. All right, cool. Let me try that. Go sit in the dentist with a motherfucker that's an actual expert. It does shit for a fucking living. You know the shit you don't know. Now, what do? You ask this motherfucker about this shit, and then you're gonna be like, well, my opinion is, then what I think, from what I know, what the fuck do you know? You're a regular. You're a fucking regular person. Sit down in a chair, open your mouth, and shut up. Let me work this shit. Let me get your teeth right, nigga. Don't oil pull no more. Why? What you saying oil pull? It says work. Because oil pulling stains the insides of your teeth in each thing. It's hard to get them stains off. You want to spend another $750 for me to scrape the oil pull shit off your teeth? Let's do it. Oh, I didn't know. Of course you didn't know, because you don't know this, nigga. You're not an expert. Your opinion means dick. Know your place. Know your place. And why do you want to know your place? Because you might fuck around and kill yourself with somebody else's bad information that you turned into an opinion. You may fuck around and contribute to the degradation of what you love. So because some of y'all motherfuckers got an opinion based on purely being a sycophant, What is a sycophant? That's basically a person that will say and do anything to gain favor or curry favor from somebody that they think is socially superior to them. So if you see a post, one day I seen Pete Rock post this whack ass fucking Mace verse that had the caption over it like, "Yo, is Mace the hardest old school MC in the game?" I was like, "Yo, this shit is garbage." And I shit it on Pete. I was like, "Yo, Pete, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you even posting bullshit?" I said, "Yo, why you post this bullshit? You discrediting yourself, son. You making yourself look crazy. You posting shit like this and co-sign that whack shit." Yo, Mace is a dope MC in terms of delivering amazing songs in the 90s with Puff. I love them songs. When the Puff hour come on, when the Mace hour come on, I'm dancing off 10 pounds. I fucks with them niggas the long way. That nigga is not fucking with this mic. Stay off. Don't do no freestyle shit. You not that nigga. If you try to be that nigga, you heard? Don't be mad if a nigga that is that nigga is looking at you like this nigga's garbage. But he's a dope song maker. Now, if I'm co-signing this and you are on my dick, guess what you're gonna do? Co-sign it too. Now we're gonna normalize this whack shit as dope lyrics. So now you're not gonna hear that dope 10 lyrics. You're not gonna hear that dope 10-minute freestyle that Black Thought gave us. You're not gonna give us that dope freestyle that we hearing from all these MCs that's coming in and spitting fucking fire because your mind, you too busy dick riding waiting for another Mace verse. What the fuck?
All right.
No.
Listen,
Hold on.
we gotta end this.
We're gonna have to finish this.
Yeah, because we are hour 45 in. He done got 2 shows in one shot. And not only that, we got to give this subject more light.
More frequently.
No, because listen, we gonna have a longer show than this because I like the enthusiasm. And we gonna bump heads. We gonna no. I'm telling you, I'm telling you now, we gonna bump heads. We are gonna bump heads.
We're gonna do that, but listen, we're gonna bump heads. But it's gonna be in hip hop, and it's love.
No.
That's why I'm telling. That's why I want brother.
No,
don't get me wrong. We just talking our hip hop. So we on the
no, absolutely.
So I'm talking my shit like I talk it. I'm rolling the blunt right now. I'm talking my shit.
That's
love.
What I'm talking
It ain't
about.
Personal though, because I don't know nobody on here personal to be personal about it.
Nah.
But so don't get it wrong. But we could talk emphatically about hip hop and not be.
No, this is
mad.
what this.
Right.
Listen. Right. Kool Kid, tell them these are the conversations, and this is how drastic it gets in the studio. When you with some real people who love hip hop and have a sense of hip hop, you're gonna have these conversations. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna say, yo, wait, hold up. I get with you on that, but yo, listen, you're gonna be like, all right, yeah, I get that, but that's hip hop. But yo, listen.
Let me just say this real quick, Paul. I'm sorry. Let me just say one thing real quick. To all my brothers that might have hit that, got hit in the bang, you know what I'm saying, and then did some time, that. They've been in them situations for a lot of reasons and circumstances, and they not as simple as you didn't do the right thing or you wasn't about this life or you wasn't working towards what you was working towards. Some of y'all been locked up for doing what you had to do to support and defend your family, to feed your family in a situation and circumstance where you found no other way out. So please don't misconstrue me characterizing somebody that got locked up as just an outright loser or a failure, you a fuck up, and that's not really what I'm intending to say. And I'm not trying to deliver that way because I have felt them cuffs on my arms. I'm on my hands. I know how them shits feel. I know what that paddy wagon be like. I know what that overnight stay be. I know what that fucking concrete bench be like. You heard? So I ain't here to talk no holier than thou business. But what I do want to say is that, for many years, intelligent people, smart, well-meaning, good people, righteous, just people have had to suffer the indignity of weak people trying to make low behavior appear to be dope or appear to be the shit. To the extent now we letting people do us dirty and calling it and telling motherfuckers to stop snitching, niggas stop robbing, stop stealing, stop fucking killing.
No.
Listen, you talking to two guys here who are on the other spectrum that you're talking about. You know what I mean? Who, which is why Shad said earlier, he's done so much in the community, so much wrong in the community that he feels like he needs to give back now.
And when you do that,
that's why we're at where we at now. We have done so much wrong to where we feel like the only way that, and it's not even saying correcting everything we did wrong, because this is out of genuine love what we do, and what he does, because he does way more than I do for the community he's at. You know what I mean? Because I'm no longer there. I'm kind of detached from it. You know what I mean? So I kind of look at it like, let me take care of where I'm at. But that's why we do what we do. It was more of, yo, we know we fucked up. We know we fucked up. And it takes a special man to understand that, and a special our wives as well. You know what I mean? To realize, yo, listen, y'all have did so much wrong in y'all lives. You know what I mean? And then now to actually sit here and try to do things like this. You know, listen, we got a producer sign the bad boy, like from this show. You know what I'm saying? Like we have done so much from this show, and again, we charge for interviews just to keep the show going because this shit costs money. You know what I'm saying? But when we get somebody like you, we like, yo, listen now, we gotta get this guy on here. That he gotta tell his truth.
Talk the truth, yeah.
We don't want you guys to go through what he has went through, or do what me and Shad had to do, or countless other brothers had to do. You know what I mean? My man had to go sit upstate for 12, 13. My other man just came home from doing 20. Like, we don't want y'all to do that. And I so happened to skip through it by watching them. I was blessed to be able to have
you had somebody to talk you through it. You could see somebody else fuck it up. You know what I mean? Or get it right and be like, yo, I peeped that.
Yeah, you know
and then
what I mean?
what's ill, but you know what's ill is mad at other people was standing right next to you, seeing these same motherfuckers do the same shit, right? And they ain't process it no way like that, right? And what that is, right? And this is a very important thing. See, there's two, and let me, hold on a second. Let me just touch this because this is another discussion. I ain't gonna take long on this, but I want to say this to y'all men specifically. There's the person that didn't do what they had to do. Didn't handle their business when they were supposed to handle it. Didn't do what niggas told them something and they ain't listen. Hard-headed ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then they got hit in the bin. You heard? And then they had to do that time. And they got acquainted with them 4 motherfucking walls, that 3 hots in the cot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just made tags up in that bitch or having them circumstances that taught them about a discipline that they didn't have before. Because the truth is an ill discipline. You know what I'm saying? Them 4 walls is a very ill truth and discipline for a motherfucker about what's going on, right? But you come out of that situation renewed. You access the discipline that is provided for you in that. You access the regret. You actually have a real sense of remorse. And you understand how much of your life, not what you did to anybody else or the impact you had on anybody else, but how much your life you wasted, how much of your beauty and your growth and what you have to offer to the world that you have denied the world of. And then it wakes up and you say, yo, I got something to offer people. Not just this bullshit. And I'm so sure of that I'm gonna set the bullshit aside, even though I felt like it was all I could do to keep us going. You heard? Because I'm so sure now that I got a better and a more righteous cause. Man, that's what's called redemption, gentlemen.
Right.
Y'all men are redeemed. You understand? You're in the process. This is what atonement is about.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This would not be here right now if it wasn't for 12 years ago when he came home with this. I didn't want to do this. I was so caught up in everything else, and even watching what he was going through, it was still like, can't happen to me. I just can't, because I was there when he was going through what he was going through, and I so happened to miss it. I was in this motherfucking house. I was supposed to be in the car with him. I decided to stay in his house.
Wow.
Like, I decided to say, yo, I'm staying here. He went and did what he did, and that happened. And whatever, I was supposed to be with him, but I decided to stay there. And it took him to come home 12 years ago. I forget the exact date, but he came home with this. And he'll tell you, I told him that, you bugging. No. He was so persistent. He had his shit, and he knew what he wanted to do. That it kind of made me rethink everything.
When you
and I was on my own path, trying to rectify my own rights by doing right in certain ways. But it kind of made me think, like, yo, listen, we always wanted this. This was the goal before he did what he did was to do this. So it only makes sense when he came back to rekindle and make it, what you call it?
King, we live in a world that you come out as an innocent baby. 12 years later, they try to get you off the streets because you a menace. How the fuck do that happen, right?
Yeah,
so
12 years, 13
you know what
years.
I'm saying? 12, 13 years later, they already trying to get rid of you as a menace. You heard? 6 of them years, you wasn't even able to do nothing of any risk. Only 6 years on this earth it took for these motherfuckers to want to wipe you out. That's how perverted this world had you. We live in a world where people live above you, below you, on the left of you, to the right of you, behind you. You only may have one window out to the world. How you supposed to be sane in a world like this? And how you supposed to function normally in a world like this? Yeah, crabs in the barrel, because crabs ain't supposed to be in a fucking barrel. And if they're in a barrel, they get there to get ate. So of course they not acting the way they're supposed to. But you will always identify
what a person is by how they recover. The bounce back is where you see the quality of a man and a woman. You may be down, but what is it? Yo, my mother almost passed last month. She almost straight died, y'all. I was on the phone with my mother on the Facebook Messenger shit. We talking. I'm driving home. Blah blah blah. Yeah. We getting a good laugh. I call myself my mother's bar son because we laugh like two niggas at a bar and shit. You know what I mean? And so next thing you know, she get off the phone. All right, cool. I'm gonna hit you later. Then all right, boom. I'll talk to you later. I arrived in my house. Not 10 minutes after I talked to my mother, my wife is running out the house. Honey, Mazda was on the way to the hospital. Yo, she said she, stay cool, but it's an emergency, that. Y'all get to the hospital, she's got a mass in her artery in her chest, like a blood clot. This shit about to kill her, literally. It's one of them things the doctor was like, yo, if you can make it here, you'll live. If you don't, though, you ain't gonna, but most people don't make it here. Like, if you make it here, you live. If you make it here. That's within the same like 2-hour span of all this happened, like 2 hours. Yo, they racing my mother into OR and the surgery. Yo, they performed the thing on her. Yo, they sort her out, put the blood thinner, bang, 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 bang. She functional. You heard? She get out the hospital the next day. All right, the following day. Out the hospital, yo. This is the type of woman this the cloth I'm cut from. The following day, she gets her bike out of storage, and now whole family riding bikes every morning now to stay motivated. What's the purpose of this story? My mother was down. She was almost down and out. You can measure the quality of that woman by what she did after she recovered. She immediately literally got on her bike and started riding.
So bounce back.
Gentlemen, y'all mugs have got on y'all bike and y'all are riding. I started this conversation off apologizing to y'all because the magnitude of this work that y'all are doing is so significant that it requires me to acknowledge that I need to be supporting it if I claim to be the type of dude that I'm claiming to be. That is a hellified turnaround. So, gentlemen, be proud of yourselves in every facet of what you're doing. Yeah, charge for them interviews because motherfuckers don't know how to do nothing else but take. So get a little something so that it's sustainable. You goddamn right you should be doing that. You heard?
Absolutely.
And keep doing y'all thing. I want to say this again. I'm proud of y'all brothers. I love that story. I love that y'all was fucking up at one point in your lives. And I love that y'all bounce back is real and it has value and meaning to our community. Y'all, I could stand proud and say I'm on a podcast with two men.
Yeah. Who live it? Who live it? No. Who live it? Yeah, and
talk
continue
that shit.
To live it. Nah, yo, listen, family man. Yo, listen. We just say family guys and city guys. So no. It's weird because I tell my son this shit all the time. Like, yo, my 15-year-old, I tell him, yo, listen, I do everything to make you proud, but you don't know what I'm willing to do to protect you. To make sure that you have, and and I don't want to scare them, but just I let them know, like,
you're not realizing, like, have you ever had to converse with your kids because they think you square and you like, yo, son, like,
son, no, all the time.
Yeah, you like, yo, son, I'm not square, King. Like, yo, King.
No,
like, you're not realizing who your father is.
Like, you just know they think I'm a punk because no,
I just went to
I'm
New
not
York.
A punk. No, listen, I might
went
be
to
the
New
realest
York.
nigga I know.
So
listen, I'm willing to show you. But yo, listen, that is
real quick. Hold on, real quick, and then we out of here. I went to New York. I think it was 2 months ago, right? I went to New York to go visit because I'm in Florida now, King. So I took my kids. I never took my kids to Brooklyn, to where I'm from Bushwick Projects out there, Myrtle Ave, right? Never took them to where I was from. So I made it my business to make sure I took them now when I went back. And when I took them, the perception, like how you said, they thought, I'm just regular. When we went back and they seen everything, when we came home, the questions they had, that my wife was like, oh, yo, you finally gonna tell them? And I'm like, my daughter's 17, maybe she ready, maybe not. My son 15, he definitely not ready because now he's gonna start thinking, nah, he not. Because if I start telling him, I've been through a lot, you know what I mean? So if I start telling him some shit now, he at the point in his life where he gotta make a choice. Yeah,
it might appeal to him.
And I want to keep him on the road that I got him on. So I want to wait till he get a little older.
I think that's wise. And it's well thought out, King. Because part of me, like the part of me is like, yo, you want them to know so that, because like with my kids, right, they're in their 30s now. With my children, they're now 30 coming to me to sit at my throne and learn more because they realizing that I wasn't the heavy all this time. That I was the discipline, but it was not. I was also the freedom. Like, yo, I'm trying to keep y'all free, yo. You're not understanding. Like, if you're not disciplined, motherfuckers is not gonna let you do some of the stuff you want to do just because you're too difficult to deal with, King. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really understand that till they got older. Now they older. Now I have more, meaningful conversations. But it took them a while to really tap into the fact that, yo, my pops, his name is Kool Kim. Not the nigga ain't make the name up. This nigga was that's what they call him. Like he's known in the world as this literally cool. Like he must know something. This nigga must be hip to something, and you be wanting to tell him. But yeah, man, one thing I would like to say: a father is the only man in the world, a good father, let me say, is the only man in the world that legitimately and truly wants their sons to be better, wants another man to be better than them. Yeah, I look at my sons every day, and I just be wishing that they could be better than me, and be smarter than me, and stronger than me, and tougher than me, and not as scared as I am about things, and bolder. And I just wish they could be so much better than me, and I wish that they understood it. But one day they will, man. You know what I'm saying? That's our time. I'm not gonna keep talking.
No,
keep talking.
That's time for this week. Senior G, I'm about to bounce the show, send it to you. Yo, listen, make sure you guys tune in. I hope I can get it to him. 10 o'clock, we in Canada, the tattoo shop. 10 o'clock, we in Germany, Cuzzo FM. 10 o'clock, we in Waptar FM, Guadalupe. We in Cuzzo FM. And Canada, Saturday night, 10 p.m. No, Saturday night, 8 to 9 p.m. Tune in. You got the sound effects and all that.
Yeah.
He said, send it to Kim. LOL. Listen, see now.
No, he's talking about Kim from the VGN.
No, I understand that, but this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna send it to the email that I know.
Always send it to.
Yeah, Senior G, don't get me in trouble. I be looking for some Kim email, and I don't have no Kim email. You confusing me. But listen, we had a dope show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Yo, Bunky, don't worry about it, baby girl. I got him next week. Don't even worry about it.
We're gonna send him over there for interview. We're gonna send him over there for interview with Bunky.
He can pull up. Yo, listen, it don't even matter. Yo, Bunky, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Yo, Kool Kim, we gonna be back.
Is Bunky Kenita?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my little big sister. So
Bunky,
listen.
Look, I'm gonna talk to a familiar. Bunky, baby girl. It's good, yo. It's good.
Listen, that's my big sis right there. So
okay, drinks on me, mama. I got you covered. Drinks on me.
Tea. She drink tea. You gotta make sure you get the tea.
She drink the tea.
Oh, I'm gonna make you an amazing tea. I remember I owned the bar. I'm a mixologist. I'm gonna make you something called the I forgot what it's called. It's dope. I made it up, but it's done with gray tea. I mean gray
Senior G,
thing. I'm gonna get you right.
Really, Senior G put the
submission thing in the
I know, yo, listen. I don't know how I can copy and paste this, but I'm gonna figure it out. Yo, Kool Kim, yo, listen, we'll be back next week.
Same time,
same place in the studio with the RecBoys.
With the RecBoys and I Am Hip Hop the Game Show. We coming through. We gonna see what's up with the game. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna be talking mad shit all week, so don't get mad when you see me talking shit.
Yo, listen, do you? Yo, listen. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, listen. You know what? I might have to call my son Power and get a drop.
Hey, yo, if you do me a solid. When y'all get a chance, I'm sorry to talk business part on that. When you get a chance, if you could send a clip of me when we was talking about that part, like if you send that clip to me,
got you.
Yo, I appreciate it because I'm gonna dumb it out on Instagram. So
I'm
gonna hype it up and get you. We gonna talk some shit and get it hype so we can have a dope show next week. All right, I'm with it. Like I'm all in.
Just be all your trivia because I'm the trivia guy.
I'm telling you the names I'm getting. I'm bringing through. I'm bringing Ultra Mag with me.
Okay.
And I'm bringing Alonzo Trailer from I Am Hip Hop the Game Show, and I'm bringing this one other brother named Gizmo. All right.
Nice. Now check this out. Right.
These three brothers. I ain't even gonna answer no questions. That's how hard these brothers.
No. That's what I want. But I'm gonna bring me.
Yeah.
And all of the in the studio people, and we gonna raise
we taking all y'all on. We taking on wisdom. We coming for you. Or who else up on here? I'm seeing Senior G,
We coming
All
for
of
you.
them. I'm gonna bring the whole. I got a village.
Bunky,
I got a whole village.
we coming for you too, Bunky.
Yo, listen, we got a whole village.
Vincent gonna get it. Everybody get it, yo.
Yo, listen, everybody all at one time. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, we out. Deuces. Easy.